In this video, Kevin and I are going to be showing you our likes and dislikes for the month of October. It should say loves and hates or something like that, because we either hated it or we loved it. So this is like the best of the best or the worst of the worst. So this is, I think, is actually going to be a shorter video than normal because we don't have a lot of stuff sitting here. We only have two things that we really were displeased with. The first thing I will show you is this Tortuga. This is chocolate rum fudge. And
which is a shame because normally we like most things Tortuga. Absolutely.
And actually this is a hate, but the first thing I'm going to show you is something that I loved from this same company. So it went from we absolutely hated this to we absolutely loved something else. But this fudge, I don't know if the date was bad. We found it at Jungle Jim's International Market. I don't know if the date was bad on it, but it was rock hard if you watch the video. And it had changed color. It was white. And it did not look at all like fudge should look. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if we got a bad product or not. I don't know. There is a something on the back of this, but I don't know if it's the date of the product. I hope not.
It's probably some code.
Or if it's a code. I think it's just a code. But yes, we were not pleased with this at all, and it wasn't cheap. So that would be the first thing we hated.
These are the strawberry cakes. Me and Andrew tried these. They didn't taste anything like strawberry, first of all, and they tasted like something that had gone bad in them. So it's like they were raw. I mean, they were rotten.
And that's one of those things that we found from Jungle Jim's as well.
Yeah, it just wasn't a good product at all. I think we tried a couple of these different cakes, and none of them were all that great, but this was the worst.
You know, that's one of those things you pick it up and you try it, and sometimes you like it and sometimes you don't. But I showed you that Tortuga, the fudge. I absolutely love these rum balls. And I had forgotten, like 2 years ago, I think, we had already tried these rum balls. And I just hadn't had them in so long that, yeah, it was a distant memory. I ate all of these. And that's why I can't have nice things in the house. Because the flavor and the texture of these, they have these little, like, what do you call those? Jimmies? Or,
yeah, just full sprinkle like
you get those in between your teeth, and it's just so pleasurable to eat these. And then the flavor. And so I ended up just popping one right after the other into my mouth. I just absolutely love them. So we'd get them anytime.
All right, my first one's going to be the gingerbread Oreos. These are one of the better Oreos out there, really. And if you can find them, buy them, because if you like gingerbread, even if you don't really like gingerbread necessarily and don't mind a little bit of a spice flavor, then these are really good. They don't really necessarily taste like gingerbread, like really strong burn your throat gingerbread, but they do have a really good spice to them. So these are excellent.
I agree.
I think I ate some, and then
I ate a lot,
and you ate some. So yeah, we kind of split this package up between us, but these are really good. So if you see them, try them out.
So then I want to show you these PB bites.
Oh, I remember those. Those were good.
Pasacan peanut butter snack PB bites. Sarah sent us these from California. I have no idea where Sarah bought them.
Yeah, they look weird.
But yes, they look like little bullets.
Like they've been extruded from some machine.
Yes, but they were absolutely wonderful.
They were good.
Full
of
flavor. It's like one of those things where you would expect the commercial to be like somebody high up on a mountain that they've climbed, and then they're eating this for some energy or something. Yeah, because it's just full of flavor in this little bite. And
they were very good.
Yeah, I don't even remember where they're made. San Diego, California. But they're awesome, and I have no idea where she got them, no idea where you can get them, but there you go.
These were the C. Kruger Finest Glazed Limoncello cookies. Asma sent these to us, and they were awesome. And I think, yeah, we didn't have anything else. I was making sure we didn't have anything else from them. There was a couple of these cookies, and they were all pretty good, but this was like the best one.
That was delicious.
Very sweet lemon. It wasn't tart or anything. It was just an awesome lemon cookie.
Another thing that Sarah sent us from California, this is the Justin's Almond Butter, dark chocolate chip almond butter. This is a plant-based protein bar. This is one of those that you would find in the refrigerated section of the grocery store. So like Kind Bars now sells single refrigerated bars. This bar, she sent us this one and another one. This was the dark chocolate chip, and then she sent us a plain one. This, if you like Justin's products anyway, this is their best product now. Hands down, this is better than all of their peanut butter spreads, all of those. They did it right with these bars.
They were good.
They're phenomenal. Yes. So if you see these in the refrigerated section, I would totally get it. I like the chocolate chip out of the two better because I like that added texture of the crunchy chips. So it's just really, really good.
These are Perry's ice creams. One of them was the Cruise 44. It was a salted caramel ice cream.
Q's.
Sorry.
Q's. I knew what you meant. And Rocky Mountain Raspberry.
Perry's is a good brand overall anyway. So, and these were just our top. We tried a bunch, and these were like just two of our very, very, very favorites. I think I like this one better, but that one was probably one of yours. Raspberry.
These, it's a very, very good brand. It's a brand that we do not get in our area. So we only get to try that brand
if we
when we go to Jungle Jam. So like when they come out with like seasonal stuff, we don't get it because they don't deliver to Kentucky, I guess, or not our area.
Not our that far down as us.
Right. So this, Maria sent us this from Germany. It was a spread. It's the Rapunzel brand, and it was absolutely terrific. I would, I say I would buy a whole jar, but I wouldn't buy a whole jar because I would eat it. Because like I've said, I can't have good things that are this good in the house. This was absolutely awesome, but they do, if you go to the Rapunzel website, they sell jars of the peanut spread, and it is absolutely wonderful spread. All of them were good, but this was the best. So that's from Maria.
Go ahead. I only have one more.
These were also from Maria. They're the Vivani brand. This is the white nougat crisp, and then this is the orange. These were also terrific bars. They were candy bars, but they were small, but they were packed with flavor, and just a really good brand that we would have never known about if it weren't for Maria. And I believe they're vegan as well. Yeah, they're vegan and organic. And that's just something that we would have never heard of this brand if Maria hadn't sent it. So we really appreciate that. Then this is another one from Jungle Gems. This is the Lil Turtles. This is the Buckeye bar, which is creamy peanut butter and milk chocolate. And this is made in Baltic, Ohio. And we tried like 3 or 4 of these little candies from Lil Turtles. And I did a search for these, scoured the internet, and they have like there's like a business page that's been done for them, but they don't have like a website. They don't have...
You said they didn't have a Facebook page?
No, I don't think that. No, I couldn't find a Facebook page or anything. Now, there is another brand, but it's not this one. It's not the Lil Turtles in Baltic, Ohio. There's like another company that has that name somewhere in a different state. But this is such a good company that I contacted Asma, because if you all watch me, you know I've said it before. Asma owns her own Merle Norman business in Ohio, and she really likes supporting Ohio businesses and selling Ohio foods in her shop. And so I contacted her about this company, and I said, if you could, because usually she sends me the stuff from Ohio. And so she hadn't contacted me about this one, and I said, if you can find these, this is what you need to sell in your shop. These are the ones, because they're so very, very good. So if anybody has any more information where you can buy them, whatever, you can put it in the comments, because other than Jungle Gems, I have no idea where they sell these. So, then I have a lot on my side. The Millville granola. This is the Harvest granola. We tried the Harvest, and I think we tried the pumpkin spice in the same review. This is the one that I would recommend to anybody, because it's just very, very, it has a very nice flavor. It goes great with yogurt. I worked on this until, like you see, I finished the whole bag. It was just a really nice granola. So I know that now's the end of the season. They probably don't have this anymore. But for next year, you'll know that the Harvest, that's the one that's going to please everybody. And then I don't have the packaging for this, because I gave this, this is the Tillamook ice cream. We found this at Jungle Gems. This is the birthday cake. And it said new on the top around the band. The reason I don't have the container is because I gave the rest of it to Ashley. I gave her several kinds to try, and she agreed with me that this was the best flavor. So Kevin loved the malted, and the malted was delicious.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was like called malted moo or something like that, and it was really, really good. But I love the birthday cake, and Ashley tried all the ones I gave her, and she said, I agree with you, the birthday cake is the best. So that's why I have a printout of it.
Excuse our bad printing.
Yeah, we were
ink was running out.
We were due for some ink, as you can tell, but it was a blue container.
Oh, decent. This one is the Peppermint, the Nestle Peppermint Crisp candy bar. And where did we get this one?
It's made in South Africa.
Yeah, we got this at Jungle Gems.
No. We got that at World
Market.
World Market. And it's out right now for the holiday season.
Yeah, so if you want to go buy it, go buy it.
Yes.
Because it is excellent.
It was on an end cap.
It's chocolate with the green candy in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's got like a
really thin.
It's like a hard candy, but it's not. It's like a little thin sheets of this hard candy in the middle. It's peppermint. And it breaks up really easily, so it's just a really good texture, really good flavor. I mean, everything about this is really, really good. If they don't start selling these over here, they're crazy.
I know. I love the texture of it. The texture of that sheet of candy with that chocolate.
Yeah, it goes really good.
It goes so well together. So yeah, those are out right now for the holiday season. So I would get them now. Then the rest, everything else I have is drinks. But I can tell you, Kevin and I both love this. This was the 12 Coffees of Christmas. We bought this at World Market. This is out right now for the holiday season. If you go in World Market, if you have one in your area, they have a ton of advent calendars, countdown to Christmas,
Still smells like coffee.
whatever you want to call it. They have a lot to choose from. This one was worth getting. I think it was like $14. I think it was like $14.99, something like that. But it's worth it because you're getting a different coffee every day, and they actually really they have a great flavor.
Yeah, and they taste different.
Yes, they're very different. And even if you don't have a World Market in your area, you can order online. So I'm sure you have to buy a certain amount to get free shipping, but you can order online, which I think is really, really nice. So before we ever had World Market in our area, I had ordered things. I had ordered pillows and everything online from them. So it's a great store if you haven't been in there yet. And this would be a great gift to give somebody too. If you don't know, if you know they have a Keurig machine, then this would be the perfect gift.
You have to have the Keurig though.
You do.
Now, this one is the Planet Popcorn. This is the caramel kettle mix. We bought this at Home Goods. We saw it at Home Goods the other day, and I pointed out saying that was the good stuff. It is just so good. The flavors are so different. It really has a good soft texture to it. Unlike most kettle caramel corns are kind of hard. This one's good and tender. It had a really good sweet flavor to it. I mean, there was just absolutely nothing wrong with this popcorn at all.
I loved it too. Yeah, it was very, very good popcorn. That's one that you you can't stop eating.
Yeah.
Because it has a great sweet and salty.
And the texture.
And the texture, yes, the texture was terrific.
And it's resealable, but you'll never need it because you'll eat the whole bag.
Yeah, that's true. This is the bubble milk tea drink.
Remember those?
Yeah, we tried a bunch of these. This one specifically was my favorite because it's the brown sugar. It was incredibly sweet.
It was good. The little balls in there are a little weird, but
I didn't think they made any difference.
They
to
didn't.
It
was
at
just
all.
you get a different texture while you're drinking them.
Exactly. And a lot of people commented on this video that you're supposed to drink it out of an extra wide straw. Right. And, you know, we didn't know that, but I didn't want to do too much research before we did the video because I did want there to be some surprise to it.
Right.
You know, it's fun to have that surprise.
We got the experience though, because they were all in mixed in.
But so. I don't get it. I think it is a young, I think it's a fad. I'll say that.
Gimmicks.
Yeah, I do, because it didn't taste any different to me. It tasted the same as the drink, and so it's like, you know, I just think it's a gimmicky fad thing. But I genuinely like the
flavors are really
flavor of the drink. Yeah, I was trying to see where it was actually made in Taiwan. Yeah. So yeah, that was really good.
I can go ahead and do this drink. This one is the Monster Chaotic Juice Monster. The Juice Monster. This one is the Chaotic.
And
flavor.
this was actually sent to us from Monster.
Yeah, was this a citrus one? This one was the kind of citrusy orange one. It was excellent. I mean, it was like one of the best Monster energy drinks or energy drinks, period, that I've ever had. It was just so good. And these are out now. They're new. Oh, they should be out now.
Yeah.
If you see these around, you should try one.
The box they sent us was awesome.
Yeah,
because it looked like a tube.
A Subway.
The tube doors that opened up.
Subways for those in America.
Subway, yeah. Well, I've never been on a Subway, but I've been on a tube.
That's true.
So for me, I compare it to a tube.
But it's very, very good. It's excellent drink.
This is the Fentimans ginger beer. And I absolutely love this, love ginger beer. I grew up on root beer. And so ginger beer, since we've started doing these reviews, ginger beer is new to me. And honestly, ginger is one of those flavors that I had no idea. It was never part of my life.
No,
never.
ginger snaps is about the only thing we ever have with ginger. Gingerbread occasionally.
And that was for my family, that was
very rare.
Very
we
rare.
Didn't either.
Very rare. And so I am just now finding out later in life doing these reviews that I really love ginger. And Kevin and I disagree on this, but that's okay. I actually like ginger beer more than root beer.
Yeah.
And I would have never known that.
I like that sweet creaminess of a root beer that ginger beer doesn't have. Ginger beer has more of a bite to it.
It does, but it's so pleasant. It's a nice...
Some of them are better than others,
It's a nice burn. Well, this Fentimans brand...
That one was really good.
Yes, it is excellent. And I don't remember... I'm always curious, where are things made? And I know I said it during the review. Oh, it's in a product of the UK. So, yes, this was just awesome, and I would drink this all the time if it didn't have calories. It has 110 calories, so if it was diet, I would get it all the time. It's really good.
My last item is this Uno's calzone. This one is the Italian meat calzone. These were excellent. It was
wonderful.
Full of meat and cheese. The bread was really good and crispy on the outside, not too bready. I mean, the flavors were just phenomenal.
And unfortunately, we don't get it around here.
Can't get them around here.
Jungle Jim's International Market.
Yeah,
that's where we found
we had to get them up north. But yeah, these are just excellent. So if you have Uno's products in your freezer section, it's like where the frozen pizzas and stuff are. Yeah, to get these because this one was really good. We had a couple of other ones. We thought they were all good. But this was like our favorite.
Yeah, I like that. I would get the calzone again and again because it was different.
Yeah, ham, pepperoni, Genoa salami, mortadella, and cheese.
Yeah, it was absolutely well worth it. So the last thing I have before we move on to Kevin's lunchtime review stuff, this is called Flying Cauldron Butterscotch Beer. And I believe this was made by Reed's. It was delicious. We found this
good.
at World Market, and they were selling it in singles. It was incredibly sweet. Had a terrific butterscotch. It was creamy. It was sweetness overload. Of course, it's 120 calories. But just if you want something like pure sugar, syrupy sweet, this would be one to get. I don't know if this is out all the time, or if, I know World Market had it on a special display for Halloween, although that would be good any time of year. So now Kevin has a Lunchtime review channel, completely separate channel, where he reviews things that you could eat at work. So he...
Like heat them in the microwave.
Right. So
or not heat up at all.
Some people are like, well, why don't you do ovens? Well, most people don't have an oven at work.
Yeah, you don't.
That's why.
Most places don't have ovens, or the time. Even if you did have an oven, you probably don't have the time.
To because things, because on the back, it's amazing. On the back of these frozen foods, you can either do it for 10 seconds in the microwave or 20 hours in the oven. It's like big choice. I'm gonna choose the microwave. So anyway.
So I have 3 items. 2 of them are the same company though. So this one is the Orlando Stuffers. One of them is a pepperoni mozzarella, and the other one is pepperoni sausage and mozzarella. The pepperoni one I gave a 4.5. I said it was good and spicy, had a really good flavor to it. Textures were really good. Sometimes you get breaded type items out of the microwave and they're dry and hard. This one wasn't like that. These are both really good, and the breading was still good and tender, which I don't know why Hot Pocket still has issues with getting the ends hard
after
to
all
break.
these years.
Yeah. So these weren't like that. So this one was really good, 4.5. This one was a 5, and I don't give very many 5s, but it was just so good, and it was just a good mix of flavors. The flavors were all well blended together. I mean, they were balanced, I should say, and had a little spiciness to the pepperoni, which I like. I like a little spice, not like burn your throat really bad, but just spicy.
And unfortunately, those were bought at Jungle Gyms.
Yeah.
We don't get those around here.
No,
so as much as he liked them, he will not be able to eat them unless we finally get them around here.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, they might come down here. This one is Coleman Natural. We bought these at Kroger. This one is the Budweiser pulled pork. I gave it a 4, but I said I really like the quality. I really love the flavors of the sauce and stuff. I would have given it a 5 if it had more of the beer flavor. The beer flavor itself really was kind of lacking. So I thought it was excellent, but I would have given it a 5, 100% a 5 if the beer flavor had been a little bit stronger in there. So while it's only a 4, really probably should have been more of a 4.5, but it had the potential to be a 5 with one small change. So I mean, I thought it was really good.
And those weren't bought in the frozen section. Those were actually bought like in the meat department, like where you buy hot dogs and
that's where they're at ours.
Sausages and stuff like that. This was more like where you would get like side dishes, like the macaroni and cheese in the bowl.
The Lloyd's pulled pork. There are all kinds of different kinds of pulled pork.
Mashed potatoes in a bowl.
Yeah.
That's where that stuff was.
So these are really good. And if you don't think about these larger meals for lunch, because I didn't either for a long time, but if you take a container with you to work, you can heat this up the first time, put the other half in the refrigerator or whatever. Just
Kevin
to save
puts it in a Pyrex bowl.
Yeah, just save it for the next day. Now I had a refrigerator in my office where I could keep things separate. So if you have a communal refrigerator, that may not be such a good idea, but it depends on where you work. If you trust the people you work with, then you could do that. But yeah, just stick the other half in the refrigerator, heat it up the next day, you got lunch the next day. So it's 2 meals instead of 1, but it's still really good for lunch.
And you have paid that much for 1 meal before.
Yeah, how much was it?
A one time. It was
$7.
It was $7, but he has paid that much for meals before.
Yeah, I paid more than that.
So getting meals. 2 meals out of it is terrific.
Yeah.
And if you add a bun to it, then
and you could. I just ate it by itself, but you could easily take a bun in with you and eat it on a bun.
Or bread or whatever.
Yeah, any kind of bread.
Yeah,
would be really good.
So that is it for October. I hope you all had a great month. I hope you're gearing up for the holidays just like we are, and we'll see you next month.